Give me your name, spell it out, and give me your job title as well. That way for me. That way.
Alright. Okay.
For me.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going to drop it down your back.
Yeah,
Okay?
that's fine.
So tuck that on your body so you're anywhere that you're comfortable.
Yeah.
Okay, are you rolling? Oh God.
I think it's just the culture of being around the place, you know. I think everything from dogs in the office to people walking around in their socks, there's loads of different things that happen, that, you know, almost on a daily basis, that, you know, you sort of crack a smile.
I'm lucky enough to work with some really talented and pretty amazing people.
Everyone is always ready and willing to raise their hands if I need some form of support.
It's a different challenge every day for the clients that we have on. So yeah, I do look forward to the challenges that we have.
The amount of trust that's shown in me, I've never worked anywhere like it.
The most beautiful thing about working at Cyberfort is the strong relationships that we have built, even not having met in person. The team spirit, the camaraderie that we have. If it wasn't for the values that Cyberfort has, I don't think it was possible.
So what's really exciting about the values is that everyone that worked for Cyberfort created the values. Everyone thought of every value that meant something to them at Cyberfort and working with them, and what was really important to them about working for Cyberfort, what our culture meant to them, what was really good. And everyone wrote down, and we had so many ideas, and it was great. And then we shortlisted them together and we made the values that are today, which are owners, transparent, one team, curious. And that is how the values are brought to life.
For me personally, I feel all of the Cyberfort values are key.
The reason it resonates is because I think it can apply to all areas of life.
You know, we all look out for each other, and I think that is something that Cyberfort really stands for, is that, you know, we've always got each other's backs.
One team.
One team. One team.
No one person makes a business. You know, you're only as strong as the people around you. There's always going to be times and examples of where you need other people to help you out. And, you know, being able to all pull together, and it doesn't even have to be necessarily in a professional setting. You know, it can be everything from, you know, a mental health first aider or something like that. But having that you know, that team and that support around you is, I believe, fundamental to being able to deliver your best.
Knowing that everybody is approachable, that everybody is, now we're all working remotely, everybody is a Teams message away, everybody is there for support, is what brings the idea of one team together.
I do genuinely feel like I'm part of a network of talented people, so that when I'm working on a project, you're getting the best of each department. You're getting the best technical, you're getting the best project people, and you're working together as a complete unit to deliver the best results for our clients.
We can rely on each other, and we often get a lot of help from other team members and line managers, which again makes life a lot easier when you're trying to deliver your work. I had a large project to deliver, and it needed to be written up, and I had my line manager stay after hours, the pair of us, and make sure that two heads are better than one until it was delivered, and then we sent it to the client. Basically in the nick of time. So you can rely on that help last minute, which is a good thing. Curious.
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 Make sure that we're always pushing for better. If we're going to be catching the bad guys, we have to be one step ahead of them constantly. So in order to do that, we need to think differently and be progressive in the way that we think.
Cybersecurity varies pretty much by the hour, especially by the day. So what was the norm yesterday is no longer the norm today, and people that are curious are the ones that often find the vulnerabilities quicker.
I stay curious by goal setting and setting some milestone for myself.
The nature of what we do, you have to have a curious kind of inquiring mind. A lot of what we do is analytical in nature. Certainly in the consultancy team, you have to be curious because you're going in cold a lot of the time. you've been asked to go in or you've been told that you're needed in a certain place and you go in with no knowledge of it.
Having that want to learn and having that curiosity to what takes you further, I mean all different sides of the business, that resonates the most with me.
I don't think curious is celebrated enough, or being curious is celebrated enough. Einstein once said, "I've got no special talents, I'm just passionately curious." And I love that quote because it's always about being interested in the world and finding out about things. And I think that's what we do really well here, and I think it's a very important value, because if we're not being curious and we're not finding out and asking questions and constantly pushing our understanding of how things work, then I think we cease to operate in an effective way.
Owners.
We like to pass the ownership down to the people below, allow them to complete the task themselves. If they struggle or they need help, then they can come back up the chain and we will train them, give them confidence and a better understanding of what they need to do.
I own my own development. I own my own opportunities. I own my own curiosity. To know that I'm representing the Cyberfort brand, so I take ownership of the way that customers see me.
I get fulfillment from having full autonomy over my workload. I thrive under pressure. I enjoy being in charge of my career and my own development. And
if we were not taking ownership of our data, our clients' data, or our personal data in our day-to-day life, I think that could be a big red flag. And so working at Cyberfort really coaches me so well, even to how to manage my personal data.
You are given responsibility and ownership within the business for the area that you look after.
I think professionally it's critical, especially working in consultancy, to build that trust, to build that engagement with clients. You have to be seen as owning not just your brief, but your delivery. And if things don't go according to plan, you have to own that as well. If you can show that, especially professionally, then it's half the battle in terms of engagement with clients. But I also think that encouraging people to be owners empowers people as well. I think that is an intrinsic part of the culture at Cyberfort.
Transparent.
It's a pillar value in everything we do day in, day out.
It's about being clear and open, and that honest communication is so important, especially when it comes to your team, your managers, who you're working with, the company, and making sure we deliver the right messages.
So the more transparent you are, the more confidence that the client and your team members are around everybody's due diligence.
Someone coming into a business is going to want to know what it's like to work there, and they're going to want authentic versions of our experiences working here. So
at the heart of the relationships that I have with clients is transparency.
You have to be transparent with them. You have to be honest with them, and I think that they know that. They know that we work in an honest way and transparent way, which is why we managed to forge really good relationships with them.
Any problems or anything that occurs, we need to be open and honest about it. When you make a mistake, you have to put your hand up and say, I've made a mistake. I need to be able to move forward from it. And one of the most important parts about Cyberfort, because everybody knows that that's a value to be transparent, everybody is understanding. But being transparent also doesn't mean the negative, it can mean the positive. It can be sharing in the success and saying, I'm really proud that I completed that today. It's having strong communication skills with all of your colleagues and all of your customers. It's knowing that you're being clear and you're being concise, and everybody knows that you're not going to get waffle, you're not going to get rubbish. You will make your point, you'll be clear to it, and you'll stick to it. It's how to create a good relationship.
So it helps us make decisions, it helps us goal set, we use it to strategise, we use it in our interview process, so when we're bringing people into the business, we are using those values so we're all in alignment to move forward and achieve our goals in the right direction. When we're thinking about what we want to achieve in the business, we're thinking about the ownership we're going to take over it, the curiosity, what do we need to learn to get there, the transparency about how we're going to be open and honest about our mistakes that we make and how we're going to move forward. And again, then we're doing it collaboratively together as one team.
Cyberfort know that our values are key to what makes us so great, and everyone that works here has been chosen because they have shown that they align to our values. We are looking to you to help us further embed these values through your behaviours. In doing so, we're confident that you'll have a successful career here at Cyberfort.
And we got this deep fake software now, I shouldn't have to say anything, just...
I did for a whole second and I was like, no!
To the different, do you know,
Yeah.
those sudden...
Right. Okay.
That was just me, you know, I was just slipping into it like.
Sorry. This is how it started.
Before you get...
Peace.